So this is just a really brief introduction to one of the initiatives that we're working on at the NCCS, the NASA Center for Climate Simulation. It's our data analytics and storage system. So it doesn't exist yet. We are working on getting hardware on the floor. So we see this as being a centerpiece that augments all of the other systems around it. The standard MPI HPC is our core business, and it'll continue to be. But we want to provide people with an analytics system so that they can perform analysis on our data sets. They're getting far too large for people to download, so we want to move these data sets to this analytics system and allow our existing scientists, but as well as external scientists, to run queries on them, ask questions from the data, and that's where climate as a service comes in. And so because of this, though, we still want this data analytics system to wear another hat. We want it to wear that POSIX hat, where it can serve our hyperwall, it can serve our mass storage, it can serve data to our science cloud, so they have access to it there. And because of this, we've done a lot of testing. So how are we getting there? We're doing a lot of testing with the connectors, the GPFS, spectrum scale, HDFS transparency connector, the Lustre Hadoop adapter for MapReduce, Ham and Hal, and the Hadoop adapter for Lustre. And then also Seagate has an open source Lustre adapter that we would like to test as well. We have an HDFS cluster that we've used as a baseline to measure performance. We've run a lot of standard Hadoop benchmarks, as well as some custom in-house benchmarks that we have as well. This is what our software stack, we envision it looking like. So over on the left, you have your traditional HPC, you have your MPIs, you have your GPFS file system with its POSIX interface. The right-hand side in blue is what we envision the DASS software stack being, where you're running your analytics, you've got your RESTful interface, you have that object POSIX file system connector so that you can have one copy of the data and run both your objects commands, so your Hadoop stuff against it, but you still have that POSIX access for your diffs, your LSs, so you can still run in traditional mode. We do see this, and it hasn't been announced yet, but we are working on getting the hardware on the floor. Server, JBOD, commodity hardware is kind of what we're shooting for this application. And that's just the introduction that I have to this.